Look, I get it. You're tired of losing in Kirby Air Riders online ranked mode. We've all been there. I'm here to help. Today, I'm showing off 3 different combos here that I think are all well-rounded and just really good combos. One of them, honestly, I think is the best, but I'll get into that later. Right now, we're showing off Rick on the wheelie bike, and this is actually my personal favorite out of the 3. I wouldn't say it's the best out of the 3, but it's really just a comfy, fast combo. But the main point of it here is it can handle turns insanely well. So you'll see here, there's a few examples of like being able to drift really well and not lose speed. That really helps with a lot of these turns. So right here, I actually get stopped on one of the sand pillars. That's something that is kind of random from what I can tell. For some reason though, I get affected with it when playing this combo more than other ones. So we'll look at that later on the second lap, but yeah, right now, I'm just using this high maneuverability to stay ahead, and then I end up popping the Rick special here. Now, it's just a really good special. Like, you can either use it on a straightaway, or you can use it at like a turn-intensive part. I think in the next race, I actually show that off pretty well here. So, I'm just going to take this last turn here, and then I'm actually going to brake because I don't want to get stopped by these pillars. But, look at that. Convincing first place. Rick is just a really fast character, but he doesn't lose maneuverability in the same way that other heavyweights do. He's definitely just a really good character. Not much else to say. Next race here is Mount Amber Falls. Now this is the beginning of this track, and then one of the middle sections is actually really fun to experience with the wheelie bike here. So I'm gonna grab ice, which helps the wheelie bike drift even more because you lose even less speed. So check this out. Boom. You're taking these turns faster than any other vehicle, I'm convinced. Maybe the Transform Stars bike might also be able to that well. Not really sure. Actually, future video idea, I actually want to try and learn the Roach on the Transform Star because that's a really popular combo in Japan. But getting back to it here, I think here I end up drifting maybe more than really necessary, but I'm kind of just trying to show off how crazy this thing is around turns. And then the drift boost you get afterwards is really good too. You see, we got a decent lead here. Nothing too crazy. Then, honestly, your handling is so good there that you don't even need to drift at that part. Here, we're just gonna do it again. 90 degrees turn, beautiful. Then I'm just gonna pop the special here and then pretty much just cruise to the end. Now, you can still get past here if somebody's on the Formula Star, but it doesn't happen that often. Next race here looks like Airtopia Ruins. I was gonna do 2 races, but I was having fun, so I decided to hop in a third one here. I'm gonna get started here already. Bunch of turns. This is a really good stage for the bike, I'll say. And we got a Cappy on the bulk star here. Very good combo. Might be talking about him later. Stay tuned. But yeah, you're just taking these turns faster than any other vehicle, I'm convinced. I could be wrong on that, but Now, I did bump into the traffic cone thingy there, but still didn't lose that much speed, so we're cruising. Look at that. Clean. I love this combo, man. It's just so comfortable, and you keep up with the fastest combos in the game. Like, you're really a force to be reckoned with here. Now here, I did mess up. You don't really want to land on the rail there. You want to take you want to start your drift early enough where you're able to inhale the broom hatter and then spit them out, because it helps you pick up your speed after you're done turning. But you're on the wheelie bike, so you already got like that drift boost after the turn. So this part sucks because if you're not in first, there's a jet like right there that spawns. So people can pass you pretty easily if they know what they're doing. Now you'll see there, a Cappy bulk star just jetted past me with his special, but then immediately fell in the pit. So, you know, you gotta be careful when you're working with that much speed. Alright, here I'm gonna pop the Rickle, and this is what I was talking about. Look at this. Boom. Just run through the entire swirl section. Don't lose any speed at all. Love to see it. Now here I'm gonna mess up that trick again I was talking about. I almost got it, but I still landed on the rail, which kind of resets your speed a little bit. But look at that, convincing first place against the Cappy bulk star. You know, forced to be reckoned with. All right, moving on here. Changing combos, we got Noir Dedede on the Wagon star. Now this combo is really good because the synergy that the Noir and the Wagon have, pretty much they just go really well together. Noir has a really high boost stat and a high speed stat, and the Wagon just has a really high boost, you know, pretty good speed. So when you pair the two together, you know, there's not really much weakness. It's very well rounded and good. And if you're playing like a ranked, you know, random track rule set, then going with something like this well rounded, that's good on pretty much every stage. I can't think of any that is like a straight weakness for it. You'll be pretty well off. So as you can see, it averages about 29 to 30 miles per hour. I don't know the KMH conversion there. Shoutouts to America. But yeah, I mean, it's just really solid. You wanna take out enemies too a lot with it, because I don't know for sure. I think the boost that you get from hitting an enemy is either affected by like the speed stat or the boost stat. If anybody wants to correct me in the comments. So with Noir, it feels like at least when you kill enemies, you get a pretty good boost out of it. So it really helps you stay ahead here. So you can just take these turns really smooth, because whenever this thing slows down, because of the crazy boost that it has, it speeds right back up. The acceleration is crazy. It's like if you're playing Mario Kart World, right? It's like if you had the handling and acceleration that like Toad on the what's that car called? The like blooper, the tiny blooper car that everybody uses. It's like using that, but then having the speed of like Bowser on whatever. It's just very good, very comfy. You know, some people might call it boring. I don't think so. I like it. I think it's fun. Now we actually, in the Air Riders Discord, well actually I think it's Kirby Air Riders in general, but in that Discord we actually had a tournament, 70 people, and I actually managed to get 6th place. I got 6th in the last round, but I got there mainly using this vehicle and combo, so it's really good. It's really good. Now we only had one tournament, so I'm not using that to say like that's the meta, you know, this is the best. But I'm just saying, you know, it on average will just perform really well in most races. Back to the race here though. This is the second one. Looks like we're on Cavernous Corners. It's like one of my favorite maps. This one's so fun to play. Like Wagon here, you see I'm just maneuvering really well through the front to get ahead of the pack. You want to do a lot of brake pumping around lighter turns, that way you don't lose that much speed. You pretty much, the thing to learn here is when and when not to like full stop or like hold down the brake. Like right there, I decided to do it. I think it probably ends up being faster. Like I said earlier, you know, something awesome about this combo is it just speeds right back up, you know. The acceleration is crazy. gonna pass this Cappy on the formula. Oh, Cappy on the Rocket Star actually. Rocket Star is also really fun. This game is just so fun, man. Like, I really wish more people played it. If you're watching this video, please join the Discord. I'll put a link in the description. You can find me in the Air Ride chat. I will, like the Air Ride mode, the game mode in this game. I am in that chat pretty frequently. There's a lot of cool people there, and we all love this game. Speaking of Discord players, there is a really good Noir Dedede player in there. His name's Fnord, I think. It's F-N-O-R-D. We do paddocks a lot. And he is always in there. And he is always winning. He's always getting first or second. He's a really good player. As you can see, I kind of messed up that turn a little bit. But we're Noir Dedede. We get right back in there. Now, so, on a normal combo, Noir Dedede's special is pretty mediocre. It like blinds other people, speeds you up a little bit. However, on this combo, your average speed goes up to like 38, 40 miles per hour. And that's insane to have for like, what, 8 to 10 seconds, I want to say. So this combo is just so good. Like, I love using it. It's very well rounded. Yeah, not much else to say. Here, I always try to take some weird lines because the Star Trail mechanic in this game, that's how people catch up to you. And if you go in a straight line, you will definitely get passed up there at the end, depending on how close people are to you. So I try to mix it up a little bit. But yeah, look, another first. Good combo. Now, I will admit I am cherry-picking these races a little bit, just because I want to show off, you know, how good the vehicles are. But moving on, we got Cappy in the Bulk Star. That's the third combo, and that is what I believe possibly is the best combo in this game right now. You know, this is going off of limited data. The game's only been out for almost 2 months, month and a half. So, you know, nothing is set in stone yet, obviously. There's no Funky Kong Flame Runner, but this combo is just so good. The Bulk Star, normally, it's kind of a harder to handle machine. You know, you gotta charge up your gauge at the bottom right there, rather than like boost charging. But once you get going, you go insanely fast. You go faster than anything besides the Formula Star. It's insane. Now, Cappy, a character with really high charge, really high turn, acceleration, all of that, he really helps this vehicle out. Their synergy is just really good together. And the main reason, you know, because obviously there's other characters that kind of fit that description, like Waddle Dee, Waddle Doo, Bandana Waddle Dee. But the thing about Cappy is that he has a really good special, you know, raises your top speed, your boost quite a lot for a decent amount of time. You'll get to see it here. You go so fast. I want to say you like hit like 50 miles per hour or something. Like, it's insane. Now on this race, I think I kind of get unlucky and have to pop it at a bad time, so it's not going to be a great showcase of the ultimate, or of the special, I guess. I never know whether to call it a special or an ultimate. You know, I feel like both people know what I'm talking about either way. So, and here you kind of just want to hold left down there. And, you know, you don't really lose that much speed because Bulk Star is just crazy, man. It's so good. So there, yeah, you want to inhale one of those if you can, because it gives you a good speed boost. Yeah, got first. It was pretty close there. But, you know, Cappy in the Bulk Star, so I can't lose, right? No, I'm just kidding. The first race that I did with this combo in this session, I actually got second, okay? So it's not, you know, everybody, you have to be good with your combo to win, you know, against other good players. Like, you're not gonna get carried by Cappy Bulkstar. Like, you'll get carried a little bit, but like, it's still, you need skill to win. That's what I'm trying to say. None of these combos are gonna carry you, but they will help. They will help your odds, you know. Like, there's like 3 warp stars in this race, I think. You know, if you choose one of these combos, I'd like to think you're gonna, on average, probably do a little better than them once you learn how to use it. It's just a really good combo. Take a drink every time I say this. As you can see though, Bulkstar usually has a hard time turning. Cappy pretty much, he just helps cover that weakness a lot. Yeah. Same thing with like Waddle Dee, whatever other light characters. But really the main thing that like pushes Cappy ahead is that special that you can use. So I'm gonna show it off right here around the turn. 'Cause that's usually when I pop most specials on this level, is right here. Look at this. You're hitting like 45, 50 miles an hour. You're just going so fast. So fast. Like that might be, besides the Formula Star, that might be the fastest you can go on a vehicle. It's crazy stuff going on. Alright, looks like we got Celestial Valley. I really like this track for Bulkstar. I know, you know, it's usually a flyer-dominated map, but I really think really fast, like high-speed vehicles like the Bulkstar and like the Formula Star, they can really do some damage on this track. So it really just depends on who you're playing against, you know. If you're playing against like a really good like Meta Knight on the Jetstar, you might not get first, you know. It's really good on this level. But yeah, you can see back there, I went under the bridge. That's kind of something I like to do with the Bulkstar. I don't know if it's better or not, but it kind of stops people from following your star trail a little bit. So I usually go under the bridge. I don't think you really lose any time from it. It just depends. And then here, I like to take this rail at the right because I haven't actually tested out the speed or asked anybody, but it just feels like I go faster through that section if I do. But yeah, like I was talking, I would really like to see more people, you know, engaging in the community with this game. It's criminal how small it is, because this is like the best game that came out last year, I swear. It's my favorite, at least. You know, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But please, you know, if you care about this game, you stumble across this video, please join that Discord. You know, we just need numbers. So as you can see here, got back on the rail. I mean, you can, if you're in first by 83 yards, you can just put your controller down at this part. You're good. Go up and get some water. Take a shower. I don't know. But yeah, these are the 3 combos that I feel are very consistent in ranked online. So if you want to win more matches, start practicing one of them, because that's the way. Get yourself the rainbow rank. But thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Bye!